Hey, hi everyone. Welcome back. So, guys, as part of this session, we are going to talk about the tags. How exactly we can tag a particular test and how exactly we can run that particular tag. See, basically, you want to run group of tests. Okay. In such cases, for the individual test, you will be adding a tag. Consider that we are doing a sprint level automation. Every test case that you are automating might have a user story tag. Okay, a user story might have around 10 different test cases. So for all the 10 tests that you have automated, you will be adding a user story tag. And along with that, you want to execute all the sprint user stories as part of a smoke suit or as part of a reg suit. So what you will be doing for the individual test cases, whatever you are creating, you will be adding the user story tag as one, and the second tag that you will be doing is a regression tag. So in future, if at all you want to run only a user story specific test cases, you will be using this particular tag. Or if you want to run the complete regression suite, you will be giving a reg tag. Okay, and additionally, one more small point that we need to consider here is this tags, we can add it to a single test, or we can also add this particular tag to the group. And it's not mandatory that you need to have only one tag. You can add a one or a more tags to a test or to a group as well. Okay, to a test and as well as a group. Perfect. Let us see a simple example for the same. So what I'm gonna do right now here is, okay, let me create a new spec file, example on a tags dot spec dot ts. Okay, perfectly all right. So what I'm gonna do right now is whatever the source demo test is there, copy this, put it here. This login test, copy it and paste it for three times. Okay, just for a reference, I just placed it for three times. As we have a three different tests, definitely we need to change the name. Log into the source demo application with the valid credentials. Okay, the next one is with the invalid username. So here I'm giving an invalid username. Okay, and okay, with an invalid username. And my next test is gonna be with invalid password. Okay, guys, so I just created this particular one, all these things that I have created. Okay, guys, so if you look at it, basically you have a three different tests inside that. And additionally, what I want to do right now is, as we have already seen about the describe, right? So describe, okay, describe and group of tests. Okay, describe group of a tests. That's it. Okay, describe a group of a test, and I don't want to put anything as of now as part of this describe for now. Okay, I don't want to put anything as part of this describe for now. And now, how exactly we can add a tags? If you look at this particular syntax as part of their documentation, okay, as part of their documentation, so you just need to add a tag right after the test name, tag colon this one, and this tag should be inside these curly braces. And if there is a one tag, you no need to specify the array here. If there are a multiple tags, you need to specify this particular arrow, okay, which is an array type. Okay, so let's come back here. So after the test title, comma, I was just specifying these braces, and here tag, okay, tag, and that tag should be in a single quotes, and always make sure that the tag should have an at the rate symbol, at the rate story one. Consider that this is related to an user story one. Okay, that's it. In this situation, I was just passing only one tag. Okay, this is a single tag. How exactly we can pass it? And right now for the next text, I'm passing this test, I'm passing another tag. This time, this tag is of a array type. I want to pass a multiple tags inside that. Okay, I want to pass a multiple tags inside that. So I have a specified an array open braces for the tag and all the values that I'm specifying with a comma. At the rate story one. Okay, this is gonna be for a story one. and at the rate, this is of a reg tag. Okay, this is of a reg tag. And the last one, for the last test, whatever we have, I'm gonna add this braces tag. Of course, this is gonna be a part of a story one, but this is a smoke tag. So if you clearly observe all the three tests, let me minimize this logic. And if you look at this particular tags that we have added, for the first test, we have a story tag. For the second test, you have a story and a reg. For the third, you have a story and a smoke. Okay, that's it. Ideally, as many tags as you want, you can give it for that. Okay, as many tags as you want, you can just give it. So if you come back to the documentation, what they have given is you can run the test with a grep keyword. So here, playwright test hyphen grep at the rate tag that you need to specify. So here, let me pull my terminal and directly copy this command, come back here, come to the terminal, place it here, and this time my tag that I wanna execute is a reg. So my reg means a invalid username. Okay, invalid username. Let me try to execute it. Let me try to execute it. See here, if you observe this particular one while executing, it has executed only for the invalid credentials. Let us look at the report for our better visibility. See here, log into the source demo with an invalid username. The same it got executed. Okay, the same it got executed. This is the way how exactly we can put the tags. And if you look at the documentation, you can specify the single tag like this. Okay, you can specify the single tag like this. Consider that you don't want to execute that particular tag. Okay, so consider that you just want to execute, skip the tests which are having this particular tag. So here, after the grep, you need to use an invert key. So invert, what it's gonna does is you can skip the tests which are having this particular tag. So whatever the tests are there in your test folder, it will try to execute it and it will skip this particular tag. I'm not executing this one. And if you want to execute either of these things, so either of a tag basically, so or operation, so here you can use a pipe symbol, and after the grep it should be placed inside the double quotes and specify this one. So copy this one, control C and paste it here. This time I want to execute either a story one tag or a slow. I don't have any slow. So when I run it, basically the story one, it will be executed. Okay, the story one, it will be executed. Perfectly all right. So as per the story one, if you observe, there are three different tests. All the tests are related to a story one. So that's the reason it's getting executed. And for suppose, let me comment out all the tests. Okay, I just commented out all the tests. And what we have done is consider the source demo login, whatever the test is there, copy this test and inside the describe, okay, inside the describe I have one test. Okay, I have a one test basically, and this is opening. Okay, log into a source demo, and here there is a one more test. Okay, log into bing.com. Okay, so basically, so what it's gonna does, my first test is opening the source demo application. My second test is opening the bing.com. All these things are in a describe, which is a group basically. For this particular group also, the same structure that we need to follow, which is a tag, and the name of that particular tag is reg. Okay, the name of that particular tag is reg. That's it. So when we run it, as this reg has a group of tests, it will be executing this whole group. Okay, it will be executing this whole group. So consider that. Okay, consider that in the terminal. Okay, so let us see basically at the rate. Okay, here in the terminal, let me use this one, reg. Okay, reg. So when I run it, this reg has a two tests. See, basically two tests got executed. Okay, so like that, we can add a tag name to either a test or to a group of a tests basically. Okay, perfectly all right. So this is all about a tags. In the next session, we will be looking at, okay, in the next session, we will be looking at that particular hooks. Thank you. Bye bye.